From onion rings to fried cheese sticks, let's be honest, they all taste great, but aren't so great for you.
Well, that's where Kayla Bradstreet from
Yes.
Dayton Mom Spot comes in to help us figure it all out. She's going to show us how to make some fatty treats into healthy alternatives.
Yes, your whole family will like these, trust me.
Oh, good.
We're going to start actually with loaded French fries because that's a restaurant favorite, right? But
Absolutely,
can be
yeah.
over 1,000 calories per plate.
Wow.
So
Really?
we're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to start with just I peel these potatoes. You don't
Are these
have
like
to.
russet potatoes?
Just regular russet potatoes.
Sorry,
Excuse
you're
me, I'm
right.
sorry.
No, that's all right.
And I'm going to toss them in olive oil.
On this pan here?
Yes.
Okay, so in the pan.
In the
Olive oil
pan.
on the pan.
And
Yes.
you recommend that olive oil is the alternative to...
Yes, instead of empty calories, those other cooking sprays, this is extra virgin olive oil. You can sprinkle it with whatever seasonings your family likes.
And what do we
paprika?
have?
Paprika and chili powder. I like a little bit of a kick. So you just kind of give it a little bit of a toss. And actually, Natalie, you've got a finished plate there.
This is what it looks like when it's...
When it's all
it's
set,
finished.
if you want to
Delicious.
toss these in the oven, actually.
Sure.
These are ready to go. They'll get nice and crispy after
Okay.
about 20 minutes.
Okay.
We can load these up if you want. Tomatoes, onions. I've got part skim,
Ooh, these look
jack
good.
cheese.
So just load it up, right?
Load it up, go nuts.
And
yes.
for the fries, what is the temperature that we're baking those at?
I think that's higher heat, 350, 400.
Okay.
And that bacon is center cut, lower sodium.
Okay.
People are always surprised when I tell them eat bacon.
Yeah.
I eat
Eat it.
bacon. Go nuts. But just make wiser choices. It's about lifestyle change, like you were saying earlier. So we've got our onions, tomatoes, they're loaded up, ready
And
to
if
go.
you don't like I know Zuri doesn't like tomatoes.
I do not
Oh,
like
really?
tomatoes.
If you don't like tomatoes, what some alternatives would be like beans?
Maybe a jalapeno.
Oh, great.
Jalapeno?
Yeah,
Okay.
spice it up a little bit if you like kind of a kick. So,
Right.
and those
See,
look great.
And my thing has always been, I love fried food.
Yes.
So it's good to see that there's a healthy alternative. I just never want to sacrifice flavor, but it doesn't
Right.
look like you
No,
have to do
nobody-
that.
Tons of flavor. You can share that,
Look
and
at
it's a
this.
couple hundred calories, so you
Yeah.
don't have the guilt about it.
You sure you don't want to try some, Zuri?
I absolutely want to try one of those.
Yeah, I'm going to let you eat, not do push-ups. Right? this is the better segment.
Well, we worked for it. Okay,
Exactly.
now we've worked for our treats here.
Delicious. This
You've
is
worked
really
for your
good.
treats.
Yeah, really. And
Good.
it's like 800 calories less, you said, potentially,
Absolutely.
than
It
what
sure
you
is.
might order at a restaurant.
Yes.
Now tell me about this.
Onion rings. We're going to dip and kind of do our own little breading instead of deep frying. I've got. You can tell I'm not a culinary expert here. You don't have to be a professional chef to have
you look
success
like
with
you know
this.
your way around the kitchen.
I don't know.
You
We'll
do.
see if I lose a finger here. But these onion rings are all roughly the same size. I'm just going to kind of break them up, and let's all dip. We'll start with the flour. Flour is going to help the egg white adhere.
Okay, any type of flour?
I like whole wheat. I strongly
Okay.
recommend whole wheat.
Okay.
Egg whites rather than the entire egg. Yes.
Okay.
And the breadcrumbs are whole grain. I have leftover toast at home, like the end of the bread that nobody likes.
yeah.
Toast it up, put it in the food processor. You've got homemade whole
Great
grain
idea, rather than
breadcrumbs.
throw. I always just
Yeah, you
throw
guys are
the
good
bread
at this.
out.
Yeah, don't throw it out. Make
Well, we do know our-
breadcrumbs.
Fried food.
And then these go straight to the pan.
Yes, I've got.
And you don't need to coat it or anything?
I have 0-calorie nonstick cook spray here. Yes.
Spray, yeah.
So we're not adding extra
And then
calories or
this is
fat.
what it looks like.
This is the finished product, and I'm serving this with low sodium, no sugar added, no high fructose corn syrup, ketchup, which is a mouthful, but it's
But very healthy.
it is. It's
And
a great
tastes-
alternative.
Tastes the
I'm gonna
same.
taste some.
Go for
Yes,
it.
they're nice and crispy, beautiful color. I added a little bit of parsley just for fun. My toddler loves them, and
Yeah?
you know how picky
Oh my
toddlers are.
goodness.
How's
So
it tasting?
There is so much flavor in these.
they are, and everybody's talking about how good it smells in here.
Right. It smells delicious. And this is without frying a single thing.
No deep fryers, nothing bad, nothing you need to feel guilty about the next
Right.
day.
Last thing, Zuri, grab those chicken strips. I wanna
Okay.
talk about those.
Oh, these look delicious.
Get these out of the way.
Oh, I take my last one.
Cheese sticks. I have part skim cheese sticks here. You can
Okay.
actually dice those in half if you want to.
Sure.
And it's the same idea. They go from egg whites to breadcrumbs and then straight into the oven.
Okay. So
And
you could
exactly.
Chop them up and do the same
half.
Chop
thing.
them up and dip.
Always flour, egg whites, bread.
Right.
Okay.
There you go. And this is the finished product. And I'm serving these with diced tomatoes rather than a sauce that has a ton of sugar in it.
Okay, so none of the
don't need that.
marinaras. You can stick to the tomatoes and still get
To
the flavor.
just plain tomatoes. They're nice and crispy.
Put
Again,
that on the baking
something.
pad there.
Oh, look. You've got it. You're like a professional chef here. Look at this.
I'm having too much fun dipping all this stuff.
Right, and they come out so crispy and golden and beautiful. I think the whole family will love that.
Right, and you also have these recipes and a lot going on your website, right?
Yes, all the recipes will be on DaytonMomSpot.com, and it's an interactive social networking site just for local moms. So you can come join the conversation. We'll probably be talking about these recipes and plenty of other fun topics.
Yeah, very cool.
Yes.
So, tell us a little bit more about what all you talk about. Obviously, there's the food portion, but
Lots of
anything
food.
mom-related.
things, right?
Lots of food. People looking for ideas what to do over the weekend with how to entertain the kids and things like that. Looking for maybe a salon recommendation. And we have fun incentives and giveaways. Last night we gave away over $2,000 a package to Ufinity in Centerville.
Great,
So great
wow.
incentive to join.
Wonderful. Well, Kayla Bradstreet, thank you so much for coming and
pleasure.
Thank you.
sharing all your secret healthy tips. And after the break, you saw her rate the pantries. Now Pamela Nisevich walks us through the do's and don'ts of diet supplements. This one you don't want to miss. Stay tuned.